Welcome to the National Science and Math Quiz. Today we bring you the third contest in our series of 1/8 stage competitions. The contest is between Anglican Secondary School Kumasi and St. Augustine's College. Before we meet our contestants, let's take a moment to listen to a message from our sponsors.
As I start my day, I know they are counting on me. I am a truck driver for the Ghana Education Trust Fund. My job is to supply books to schools across the country. Whenever I see the school kids, my mind goes back to my school days. I too had hopes and dreams that sadly never came to pass. I made a firm promise to myself that if I couldn't chase my dreams, I would make sure that others could. Seeing these happy kids simply warms my heart. It's happening every day, and I'm proud to be part of Get Fund. Get Fund, we invest in tomorrow's leaders.
Welcome back, viewers. Today's contest is between Anglican Secondary School Kumasi and St. Augustine's College. St. Augustine's College is on my right and is represented by
Akasa Solomon Amanzule, SS3.
Ama Alexander Niaiti, SS3.
Champon Felix Teddy.
You are welcome, gentlemen. On my left, we have Anglican Secondary School Kumasi, represented by
Dakwasamo, third year.
Champon Kofi Lawrence, third year.
Seth Cronchas Anti, third year.
You are also welcome. I'm sure we have an exciting contest ahead of us. Let's begin. We'll start with the first round. And contestants, as you know, for questions that require calculations, you have 30 seconds. For questions that do not require calculations, you have 15 seconds in which to present your response. Let's start on my right with St. Augustine's College. The answer is choose the most appropriate option. You have one attempt only, so listen carefully. It is possible to buy a 12-volt dry cell battery, which is very small, and another which is many times bigger. Compared with the smaller battery, the bigger one has A, greater EMF, B, greater internal resistance, C, more cells, D, greater tendency to polarize, E, none of the above. Yes, Solomon?
C, more cells.
No, that's incorrect. It's E, none of the above. Your question, Anglican Secondary School. Choose the most appropriate option. You have one attempt only. To make a 12-volt lead battery instead of a 6-volt one, it is necessary to A, have more cells, B, add more plates to the cells of the 6-volt battery, C, use larger plates closer together, D, increase the separation of the terminals, E, increase the energy stored in the chemicals. Yes, Dakwa?
Increase the separation of the terminals.
That's also incorrect. The answer is A, have more cells. Next pair of questions. One attempt this time also. Find the truth value of the statement P and not P. Please, P is a statement. So P and not P. Yes, Felix. One attempt. For a bonus, Anglican. Yes, Lawrence.
If it is not P, then it's P.
That's an incorrect answer. I was expecting you to say false. False. The truth value is false. Your own question. Find the truth value of the implication. If P, then P. That is, P implies P. One attempt only. Yes, Seth.
True.
True is correct. St. Augustine's College. You are going to fill in the blank. You have one attempt. After fertilization in the flowering plants, the dash form the tester. Yes, Felix?
The integuments.
Integuments is correct. Anglican, fill in the blanks in the following statement. One attempt. The embryo sac of the flowering plant contains the egg nucleus and 2 dash. Yes, Lawrence?
2 polar nuclei.
That's correct. What do alkanols and phenols have in common? Yes, Felix?
They both have the hydroxy functional group. That is the OH bonded to them.
Be specific, bonded to?
In the phenols, you have the OH bonded to the benzene ring, but in the alkanols, it's bonded to the aliphatic carbon chains.
Yes, Alex?
You have the OH group bonded to the terminal of the organic compound.
Solomon?
We have the hydroxyl group bonded to the aryl group in the alkanols and the hydroxyl group bonded to the benzene ring in the phenols.
I was looking for similarities. I'll give you 2 out of 3. It's a lot simpler than you are anticipating. They both contain an OH bonded to carbon. Bonded to carbon. Similarity. All right. Anglican, what is the main difference between alkanols and phenols? Yes, Lawrence?
In the phenol, the OH group is bonded to a benzene ring, but in the alkanol, it is bonded to the terminals
Last pair of questions of the
an
round.
alicyclic compound.
Your question, St. Augustine.
Or an alkene.
I'll give it to you. I'll give you the map. Fill in the blanks, one attempt only. For a charged isolated sphere, the lines of force are dash. Yes, Felix?
They are parallel to each other.
Try again.
They are dissipated around the sphere.
How?
They move from the center outwards, radially.
I'll give you the mark. They are radial. Anglican Secondary School. For a charged isolated sphere, the equipotential surfaces are dash. One attempt. Yes, Lawrence?
They are perpendicular to each other.
Try again. Oh, it's one attempt. Go ahead.
They are parallel to each other.
And they have the same potential energy.
I'm passing it on for a bonus. Yes.
They are located on the same surface around the sphere. They are all dissipated around the sphere.
I can't give that to you for a bonus. They are concentric spheres. They are concentric spheres. Your question again, St. Augustine's College. Find the scalar product of the vectors A and B, given that A is equal to 5i plus 3j, and B is equal to 3i minus 5j. Yes, Felix?
0.
0 is correct. Anglican. Find the scalar product of the vectors A and B, given that A is equal to 4i plus 3j, and B is equal to minus 3i plus 6j. Yes, Seth?
8.
Try again.
6.
6 is correct. As blood passes through the capillaries, water and dissolved minerals or materials leak through the small holes in the capillaries. What name is given to this liquid? Yes, Solomon?
Tissue fluid.
Tissue fluid is correct. Anglican. Lymph is retained into the bloodstream by way of 2 large lymph vessels. Name them. Yes, Dakwa.
The lymphatic vessels.
The specific names. For a bonus. Yes, Solomon.
We have the thoracic duct and the subclavian vein, the subclavian duct.
Or the thoracic duct and the dorsal lymph duct.
I can't give this to you for the full bonus. It's the thoracic duct and the right lymphatic duct. Last pair of questions of the round. Your question, St. Augustine's College. Explain why the standard enthalpy of neutralization of HNO3 is larger than that of ethanoic acid. Yes, Felix?
This is because the HNO3 is a mineral acid, and therefore it is completely ionized in solution. That is, it dissociates completely to produce mobile H plus ion and NO3 minus. But for the ethanoic acid, it's a weak acid. Therefore, it's partially dissociated to produce few mobile ions. And because it takes an extra amount of energy from its dissociation, the standard enthalpy of neutralization of the ethanoic acid becomes less than that of the NH.
Well done. Anglican Secondary School. Explain why standard enthalpy of neutralization of both HCl and HNO3 are the same. Lawrence?
Both HCl and HNO3 are strong acids, and that is they are strong mineral acids, and they dissociate completely to produce free mobile ions. And also, they produce only 1 mole of water.
That's correct. With that, we come to the end of round 1.
As a little girl, my dream was to become a doctor. I always wanted to help the sick. Now I'm in the dental school together with others who had similar dreams. The support from the Ghana Education Trust Fund has made things a lot better. Their support has helped provide new equipment, teaching aids, improved facilities, and our student loan. We're studying hard, and we know that we can continue to count on support from Get Fund to turn our dreams into reality.
At the end of the first round, our scores are Anglican Secondary School 15 points, St. Augustine's College 17 points. We still have a long way ahead of us. Let's see what happens in round 2. Contestants, as you know, round 2 is a round of applied science. You've been studying a lot of science in class. We want to find out how well you apply that knowledge to everyday situations. Are we ready to begin? Yes. All right. Let's start on my left with Anglican Secondary School. Your question. Despite large investments in time and money, scientists have found it difficult to control bacterial populations. Give me 2 reasons for this. Yes, Lawrence.
This is because bacterial growth is exponential. When there is one bacteria, in a few seconds there can be the multiplication of many or millions of bacteria present. And even if you are using any chemical, it will not be able to kill all the bacteria. And also, bacteria exist in different forms. That is, they can exist as in different shapes. So you cannot identify one bacteria and use one chemical to kill it.
Anything else? Oh, I'm going to give you 2 out of 3. You mentioned correctly that the reproductive rate of bacteria is very high. So under ideal conditions, some bacteria can grow and divide every 20 minutes. So high reproductive rate. The second thing I was looking for you to mention was that they also form spores, endospores, okay, which enable them to survive in hostile environments. So under favorable conditions, then the spores will revive themselves, germinate to form new actively growing colonies. All right, your question. St. Augustine's. In Mendelian inheritance, the ratio of 3:1 in the F1 is a theoretical ratio. Give me 2 reasons why this ratio may not be obtained in practice. Yes, Solomon.
In practice, it may not be obtained because individuals do not give rise to so many offspring. So the ratio might not be realized. Again, it might not be realized because fertilization is by chance. Then again, it might not be realized because of high infant mortality rate.
All right, I'll give you the mark. I asked for 2, you gave me 3. Abundance. All right. Anglican. Why are vegetable oils referred to as triacyls? Yes, Lawrence.
Because they are made up of 3 fatty acid groups.
Anything else? Yes, Lawrence.
Or they are made up of 3 components of glycerol.
Okay, I'll give you the mark. Name the 2 commonest fatty acids obtained from the hydrolysis of fat. Yes, Solomon.
Stearic acid and palmitic acid.
That's correct. Anglican. An electron passes through a magnetic field without being deflected. What can you conclude about the orientation between the magnetic field and the velocity of the electron? Yes, Dapa.
You can conclude that the electron is moving with a very high velocity and is uncharged. It doesn't have any charge on it.
Can't be. For a bonus. Yes, Felix.
You can conclude that the electron is moving parallel to the magnetic field, and such does not experience any force.
That's correct. Your question. 2 straight current carrying wires are parallel to each other. If the wires attract each other, what can you say about the current directions in the wires? You have only 1 attempt, please. Yes, Felix.
The forces are moving in opposite directions. The currents are moving in opposite directions.
So they tend to
repel each other.
Create a magnetic north pole and south pole at the ends, and they attract each other.
No, and I can't pass this on for a bonus. It's not transferable. The currents are moving in the same direction. That's why they attract. Not in opposite directions, in the same direction. Your question, Anglican. Find the number of different arrangements of the letters in the given word, taken all at a time. Now, your word is Legon, L-E-G-O-N. Yes, Seth?
120.
120 is correct. St. Augustine's. Find the number of different arrangements of the letters in the given word, taken all at a time. And your word is friend, F-R-I-E-N-D. Yes, Felix?
840 ways.
Pardon?
840 ways.
No, try again.
720.
720 ways.
720 ways is correct. Your question, Anglican. In the treatment of snake bites, the serum containing the antitoxins is injected. Why do you think the serum is used and not whole blood? Yes, Lawrence.
This is because when the blood is used, there will be the spreading of the venom, that is the poison of the snake, more into the bodies of the patient or the casualty. But when the antitoxin is used, it will be able to go and detoxify the venom of the snake.
No. You've been bailed out for a bonus. Yes, Felix.
This is through the process of passive immunity. Because the serum contains antibodies, they are then introduced into the body for them to fight the antigens that the snake bites may introduce.
No, this is incorrect. Injection of whole blood would mean the injection of red blood cells, and the recipient, if he or she is in a different blood group, will experience agglutination of his or her blood and die. So with serum, there is no need for blood typing. All right? Blood typing is unnecessary if you use the serum. If you use whole blood, you have to get a complete match. All right, your own question. St. Augustine's. If kept in the right solutions, the heart will continue to beat for some hours after its removal from the body. What conclusion about the beating of the heart can you draw from this statement? Yes, Solomon.
We can conclude that the beating of the heart is independent of the brain. That is, there's an organ in the heart which controls its own beating, and that's the pacemaker.
All right, that's true. What is the most important use of carbon-14? Yes, Lawrence.
For archaeological dating.
That's correct. Briefly explain the basis of carbon dating. Yes, Solomon.
All living organisms contain carbon, and carbon is essential because living organisms are made up of organic compounds. Now, when the living organism dies, this carbon, because it's radioactive, begins to undergo disintegration. And we know that the amount of the disintegration of the carbon is dependent on the time that it takes. So it means that it's dependent on the time that is its half-life. So it means that after some time, when you go inside and you get the amount of carbon left, you could be able to calculate the time taken for it to decay to that value, and subsequently you could be able to determine the age of the organism.
That's correct. Anglican. What causes viscosity in fluids? Yes, Lawrence.
The drag in the fluid.
Okay, I'll accept it. St. Augustine's. Would the detergent added to a liquid increase its capillary action? Explain. Yes, Solomon.
Now, capillary action of a liquid is due to the forces between the liquid, and this gives rise to the surface tension. Now, when you add a detergent to a liquid, it breaks the surface tension, and hence the bonds in the liquids are broken. And we know that for capillary action to take place, it means that there must be strong bonds so that the liquid below are attracted upwards. And when you add the detergent, this is absent, so the liquids cannot be attracted upwards, and capillarity ceases.
Very nice explanation. Last pair of questions in the round. Your 10, Anglican Secondary School. Square root of 3x minus 1 is equal to -4. Yes, Dakwa.
S equals 17/3.
X equals 4.
Last chance. Yes, Lawrence.
X equals 5. 17/3.
For a bonus. Yes, Felix.
X is 6.
No. There's no solution. Your equation. Solve the equation for x. Square root of 3x minus 1 is equal to 4. Yes, Felix.
X is 17/3.
Okay, now it's 17/3. This brings us to the end of round 2.
The future lies in the hands of our children. Children today, leaders tomorrow. And education holds the key. Without the proper learning environment, these children may never reach their full potential. And it should not be that way. That is where the Ghana Education Trust Fund steps in, so that these children can have access to basic facilities and enjoy the learning experience. Gradually, one by one, we are removing the barriers in the way of quality basic education. We will continue, so they too can continue. Get Fund. we invest in tomorrow's leaders.
At the end of the second round, our scores are Anglican Secondary School 29 points, St. Augustine's College 39 points. Contestants, we are starting round 3. Round 3 is our problem of the day. In this round, I'm going to give you a question which will require a little bit more of your time. So I'm going to ask you to read along the question of the day, the problem of the day with me, and then I will ask you to begin, after which point you have 3 minutes in which to solve the problem of the day. You may turn over your sheets. A bar is supposed to be made of pure gold. To check this, a scientist takes the bar into a lab. Using a scale, she finds that it has a weight of 10.0 newtons and an apparent weight of 9.2 newtons when completely immersed in water. Is the bar made of pure gold? Some information for you. Take acceleration due to gravity to be 10 meters per second squared. Take the density of water to be 1,000 kilogram per meter cubed, and take the density of gold to be 19.3 times 10 to the power 3 kilogram per meter cubed. Good luck, contestants. You may begin.
As I start my day, I know they are counting on me. I am a truck driver for the Ghana Education Trust Fund. My job is to supply books to schools across the country. Whenever I see the school kids, my mind goes back to my school days. I too had hopes and dreams that sadly never came to pass. I made a firm promise to myself that if I couldn't chase my dreams, I would make sure that others could. Seeing these happy kids simply warms my heart. It's happening every day, and I'm proud to be part of Get Fund. Get Fund, we invest in tomorrow's leaders.
Contestants, please send a representative from each school to present your solutions on the whiteboard. Our contestants have presented their solutions. Let's see what the ideal solution from our consultants looks like, and then we'll compare. The first thing to do will be to find the upthrust. So you take the weight of the bar and you subtract the apparent weight, and that would give you 0.8 newtons, which is also the weight of the water displaced. Next is to find the volume of the bar. This is equal to the volume of the water displaced. Now, the volume of the water displaced is equal to the mass of water divided by the density of water. To get the mass of water, simply divide the upthrust by acceleration due to gravity, which should be 0.8 newtons divided by the density of water divided by the acceleration due to gravity. So 0.8 newtons divided by 10 meters per second squared divided by 1,000 kilogram per meter cubed to give 8 times 10 to the minus 5 meter cubed. The third and final thing to do will be to find the density of the bar. The density of the bar is the mass of the bar divided by the volume of the bar. You take the weight of the bar divided by acceleration due to gravity to get the mass of the bar. Then you divide by the volume of the bar, which has already been calculated. So you wind up with 12.5 times 10 to the power 3 kilogram per meter cube. By comparing with the value given in the problem, you find that this value is not the same as the 19.3 times 10 to the power 3 kilogram per meter cube given as the density of gold. So this metal is not pure gold. Let's see what our contestants did. If we look at the solution from St. Augustine's College, they calculated up first. They went ahead and calculated for the density of the bar, which they found to be different from the density of the gold given. And so they concluded that the bar is not gold. This is the correct approach. This is the correct answer. And so they get 10 points. Anglican Secondary School also calculated for the upthrust. They took a slightly different approach. They decided to calculate for the relative density, which is the density of the bar as compared or divided by the density of water. It's a perfectly legitimate approach. So they came up with a relative density of 12.5 for the bar, which is not equal to the value given, which is 19.3 for the gold. So they also concluded that this is not pure gold. That's the correct answer, and they also get 10 points. We are in the fourth round of the contest. Let's begin with St. Augustine's College on my right. Your question. Air is pumped into a spherical balloon so that the volume increases at a constant rate of 10 pi centimeter cubed per second. Find the rate of increase of the radius when the radius is 10 centimeters. Yes, Felix?
0.025 centimeter per second.
That's correct. Your question, Anglican Secondary School. Air is pumped into a spherical balloon so that the surface area increases at a constant rate of 8 pi centimeter squared per second. Find the rate of increase of the radius when the radius is 10 centimeters. Yes, Seth?
0.1.
Units, please.
0.1 centimeter per second.
That's correct. St. Augustine's. The pendulum of a clock is 10 centimeters long. What is its period of oscillation? You may take acceleration due to gravity to be 10 meters per second squared. And please leave your answer in terms of pi. Yes, Felix.
0.2 pi seconds.
That's correct. A 100-gram mass is attached to a spring or spring constant 10 Newton per meter. If the mass is displaced 3 centimeters from its rest position and released, what is its period of oscillation in terms of pi? Yes, Seth.
6.67 pi.
Try again. Yes, Lawrence.
0.33 pi.
Try again. Yes, Dakwa.
0.02 pi.
For a bonus. Yes, Felix.
0.02 pi seconds.
No, that's incorrect. The answer is 0.2 pi seconds. On the basis of the appendages borne on their cephalothorax, give me 3 differences between arachnids and crustaceans. Yes, Solomon.
Madam, arachnids have 4 pairs of legs, cephalopods have 5 pairs of legs, crustaceans have 5 pairs of legs. Now, arachnids have, though they have no antennae, crustaceans have 2 pairs of antennae, and also, and arachnids have simple eyes, crustaceans do not have simple eyes, have compound eyes.
All right, I'll give you the mark. Your question, Anglican. Give me 3 features that can be used to distinguish a termite from a tick. Yes, Lawrence.
Termites have antennae, but ticks do not have any antennae. Termites are segmented, but ticks are not segmented. Termites have 3 pairs of legs, born on each thorax, but ticks have 4 pairs of legs, born on each thorax.
That's correct. Now, both schools, you are going to express as a linear relation, and I'm going to give you your expressions. We start with you, St. Augustine's. Your expression is y is equal to x squared plus 4x. Yes, Solomon.
We have capital Y is equal to x plus b, where y is equal to small y, x is equal to x squared, and b is equal to 4x.
No, try again.
Oh, log.
For a bonus. Yes, Seth.
Y equals, capital Y equals capital X plus 4x. Plus 4x, where y equal to, capital equal to small y, and capital is equal to s squared.
No, I can't give that to you. This is the linear relation. Capital Y is equal to capital X plus 4. Your capital Y is our original Y divided by X, and our capital X is still X. All right. Your expression, Anglican. Y is equal to 3 times 5 to the power X.
Y equals 3 plus x log 5, where y is equal to, capital Y is equal to small y in the original equation, log y, whereas x is equal to log 5.
No, I'm passing it on for a bonus. Yes, Alex.
You have capital Y equals small a plus b capital X, where y, capital Y is log y, small a is log 3, b is log 5, and x represents x.
No, I can't accept that. The answer is capital Y is equal to capital X log 5 plus log 3. Okay, now our capital Y is log y, and our x is still x. Capital X is still x. All right. St. Augustine's. Well, let's listen first to the preamble. A 50-kilogram boy running at 6 meters per second tries to stop and slides 2 meters before stopping. All right. Now, St. Augustine's. Find the average frictional force that stopped him. Yes, Alex?
450 newtons.
450 newtons is correct. Anglican. What was his deceleration, assuming it was uniform? Dakwa.
9 meters per second squared.
That's correct. Next pair of questions. What do skeletal muscles and the hyphae of fungi have in common? Yes, Alex.
They all have cells which are serrated, that is, they have cross walls.
Try again. Solomon.
The hyphae are multinucleate and skeletal muscles are also multinucleate.
That's correct. Anglican. Distinguish between the function of cuspid valves and that of the semilunar valves. Yes, Lawrence?
The capsid valves, it prevents the backflow of blood into the components of the heart. That is, it prevents the backflow of blood into the atriums when it is contracted and it moves into the ventricles. But the semilunar valves are found in the aorta, which prevent the backflow of blood into the heart.
That's correct. The last pair of questions for this round. We start with a preamble one more time. A 250 decimeter cube drum containing a pesticide solution is labeled as a 60 ppm solution, 60 parts per million solution. Now, St. Augustine's, if the solution is left to evaporate down to a total volume of 12.5 decimeter cubed, what will be the new concentration of the pesticide in ppm? You may assume none of the pesticide is lost. Yes, Felix?
1,200 ppm.
That's correct. Anglican, what mass in grams of the pure pesticide was dissolved in the drum to obtain the original concentration? Yes, Seth?
20 grams.
Try again. Lawrence, is your hand up?
4 grams.
No. For a bonus. Yes, Felix?
15 grams.
15 grams is correct. This brings us to the end of round 4.
As a little girl, my dream was to become a doctor. I always wanted to help the sick. Now I'm in the dental school together with others who had similar dreams. The support from the Ghana Education Trust Fund has made things a lot better. Their support has helped provide new equipment, teaching aids, improved facilities, and our student loan. We're studying hard, and we know that we can continue to count on support from Get Fund to turn our dreams into reality.
At the end of round 4, our scores are Anglican Secondary School 51 points, St. Augustine's College 68 points. We still have our final round to go. Contestants, as you know, round 5 comes to you in 2 parts. In the first part, I will be throwing statements to schools, to which the school will respond true or false. If you respond correctly, you will earn 2 points. If you give an incorrect response, you will lose 1 mark from points you have accumulated already. You may choose not to respond at all, in which case it will be thrown to your opponents for the full 2 points. Good luck, contestants. Let's see round 5, beginning of round 5. We'll start on my left with Anglican Secondary School. Your statement. A many-to-one relation is a function. Yes, Dakwa?
It's true.
It's true. Elastic materials always follow Hooke's law. Yes, Solomon?
False.
False. Several experiments that give the atomic mass of carbon as 12.1 plus or minus 0.2 are more precise than other experiments that give 12.0 plus or minus 0.3. Yes, Lawrence?
It's true.
It's true. This is because precision has to do with the average deviation. All right. Rodents have a total of 6 incisor teeth. Solomon?
True.
No, it's not true. It's false. because they have a total of 4. All crustaceans live in water. Yes, Lawrence?
It's false.
It's false. Because of wood lice who are terrestrial. Under a rigid motion, the object figure and the image figure are congruent. Yes, Solomon?
It's true.
It's true. Pascal's principle also applies to gases. Yes, Dakwa?
It's true.
It's true. 2 experiments to determine the atomic mass of carbon gave 12.0 plus or minus 0.3 and 12.1 plus or minus 0.2 as answers. The first answer of 12.0 plus or minus 0.3 is more accurate than 12.1 plus or minus 0.2. Yes, Solomon?
It's false.
Solomon, is true. You are comparing how close to the true value of 12.0 these numbers are. The lattice energy of sodium chloride is expected to be higher than that of KCl. Yes, Lawrence?
It's false.
It's true, Lawrence. The sodium ion is smaller than the potassium ion, so packing will be closer in the sodium chloride. The lens of the eyes becomes thicker when a nearby object is being observed. Yes, Solomon?
It's true.
It's true. A bar chart is used to represent continuous data. Yes, Dakwa?
True.
No, it's false. It's used for discrete data. The EMF of a battery is the same as its open circuit terminal voltage. Yes, Solomon?
It's true.
It's true. Ammeters are galvanometers with large resistors in series. Yes, Dakwa?
It's true.
No, Dakwa, it's false. Small resistors in parallel. The lattice energy of KCl is expected to be higher than that of KBr. Yes, Solomon?
It's true.
It's true. The oxygen content of the blood in the pulmonary artery is higher than that in the renal artery. Yes, Lawrence?
It's false.
It's false. Final statement for this part of the round. 2 events are independent if they are mutually exclusive. Yes, Solomon?
It's false.
It's false. This is the end of round 5. For the start of round 5, I'm going to be riddles to solve. When you are ready to solve a riddle, you have to alert me by ringing your bell. Anglican Secondary School, what does your bell sound like? All right. St. Augustine's, your bell, please. All right. When you ring the bell, you must have your response ready. All right. Let's begin. By the way, if you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second, 4 points. On the third and any other clue, 3 points. Good luck. And first riddle. I am a number of no mean significance, but of no great value. In which case, it will be thrown to your... With some operations, I leave every number intact, and with other operations, I reduce every number to naught. I am at the origin of the number line. Yes, Anglican.
0.
0 is correct. Next riddle. I am known in the field of electromagnetics. Some say I have a twisted personality, and I think they are entitled to their opinion. Others call me an imposter because I behave like a bar magnet when I'm not. Still others accuse me of duplicity because I change poles when there's a change in the direction of current flowing through me. To make matters worse, at my core, I am variable. My core may change to suit the prevailing circumstances. Who am I? Yes, St. Augustine's.
Solenoid.
Solenoid is correct. Next riddle. I am a law unto myself. Usually, I'm a reflection of the rate-determining step of a reaction mechanism. I determine how fast or how slow a reaction can proceed. The constant K is one of my essential bylaws. Yes.
Rate law.
Rate law is correct. The final riddle of the round. I am a term used by industrialists and zoologists. In the business world, I am a series of interconnected companies. To the zoologist, I am associated with some amphibians, certain birds, and the spider. To the spider, I am a vital means of survival. To the frog, yes, St. Augustine's. Yes, Solomon.
Web.
Web is correct. This is the end of round 5.
Yes.
The future lies in the hands of our children. Children today, leaders tomorrow. And education holds the key. Without the proper learning environment, these children may never reach their full potential. And it should not be that way. That is where the Ghana Education Trust Fund steps in, so that these children can have access to basic facilities and enjoy the learning experience. Gradually, one by one, we are removing the barriers in the way of quality basic education. We will continue, so they too can continue. Get Fund. We invest in tomorrow's leaders.
At the end of the contest, here are our final scores. Anglican Secondary School has 64 points. St. Augustine's College has 84 points. Anglican Secondary School, thank you for giving us a good contest. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to you at this stage. We hope you continue studying hard, and we hope to see you again in the future. All the best in your endeavors. St. Augustine's College, congratulations on winning this contest. There's still a bit more work to do. Continue your preparations, and we'll see you very soon. All the best. Viewers, thank you for joining us for this exciting contest. I hope you'll be with us again next time when we'll bring you the 4th contest in our series of 1/8 stage competitions. The next contest is going to be between Infantipim School and Presbyterian Boys Secondary School. Viewers, I know you are all anticipating this contest and you will not miss it for anything. Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you again and goodbye.